If your older car has hydraulic lifters, there's a good chance it sounds something like this. Using my 300ZX twin turbo as an example, I'll show you how hydraulic lifters work, why they tick, and how to fix it by taking them apart and cleaning the junk out so they look like this instead of this. This is one of 24 hydraulic lifters in a 300ZX VG30 engine. It sits between the camshaft and the valve. As the cam lobe comes around, it pushes down on the lifter, and the lifter pushes the valve open. The reason it's called a hydraulic lifter is because it uses oil pressure to keep the valve train tight. There's a small internal plunger that fills with oil and automatically takes up that slack. When it's working properly, there's basically zero lash. The cam lobe pushes on the lifter transfers that motion to the valve, and everything stays quiet. But when a lifter gets dirty or clogged, that little plunger stops moving like it should, then you get extra clearance in the valve train, and every time the cam comes around, it taps the lifter. That's the tick. The best way to fix it is to remove and clean your lifters. These are my old lifters, and here's one I've already cleaned. See how these dirty ones are stuck or sticky, and the clean one moves nice and freely. I'm going to throw these two back in the head to show you why it's not just the tick you need to worry about. A stuck lifter may not open the valve all the way, or it could hold the valve open, causing compression and leak down issues. And that's not good. So how do we fix it? We have to take each one of these apart, clean it, and put it back together. I'll show you how I clean the lifters on the 300ZX. Not all hydraulic lifters are built exactly the same way, but the basic idea is very similar. There's a clip holding the plunger assembly in the bucket, so you have to give it a good tap with a hammer to pop it out. I use a block of wood or some cardboard to protect the bucket. It takes a decent whack with the hammer, and then it should look like this. I use a set of needle nose pliers to pull it all the way out, and then finish disassembling. It's best to soak everything in carb cleaner, but all you're really trying to do is clean all the carbon off and make sure the oil passages and the check ball are clean and clear. These oil passages on the bucket and the plunger have to be clean and clear so oil can pass through. This is the check ball, and you want to make sure it's not all gummed up. With everything clean and dry, I like to coat them in oil before reassembly. Some people swear you have to fill them up with oil first. Some swear you won't assemble them properly if you do that because there's too much oil pressure. I kind of land in the middle. I give everything a good heavy coat of oil, then push the plunger in and out a bunch of times. I also like to soak them in oil before putting them back in the engine. They should self-bleed and fill with oil properly when they're running back in the engine. You just want to make sure nothing is dry and everything has at least some oil on it. And that's all there is to it. And now I just have to repeat this process 23 more times. Let me know if you found this helpful, or maybe you've got some other tips or tricks for fixing lifter tick. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure you check out my 300ZX restoration series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.